Everybody, good morning. So I've been trying to do the morning coffee chat, and it just doesn't work because of these babies. They are loud and all over the place and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to just do this during a break. Mom happens to be home, dad's at work, I get a break. So today I have makeup on. Yeah. So just kind of my ramblings about the weekend. So I stayed on keto, very good. Like I told you before, we're all kind of not feeling very well, but it's little. It's not like the flu or anything like that. It's just feeling kind of icky. Not running fever or anything. But what it did is I didn't want to cook at all. So I kind of just snacked. I have definitely decided that the keto bars are not for me. My body just holds on to it, and I just don't feel good when I eat them. I feel full. I feel bloated. So I just don't think that they're for me. So I'm not going to purchase them anymore. And I think that kind of added on to just not feeling well, which was getting me to not want to cook. Basically had omelets for lunch, and then last night I had a handful of almonds and a couple of pork rinds, and that's just about it because I wasn't hungry. I didn't feel good, but I did wake up hungry this morning, which was good because normally I don't. I'm just kind of waiting it out until my body says, oh, you need more fuel, and then you need to eat. I do think Drew Manning's book, I love his food, but the portions are so big and I can't finish them, and I really have a thing about wasting food. I'm sure it's back from when I was a kid and you had to clear your plate, so I always feel like I need to clear my plate, and I'm just full. About halfway through, I'm full, and I'm having a lot of leftovers that then aren't getting eaten because I'm trying to do exactly what the meal is saying for the next day. So that's where the omelets kind of come in, as I'm taking the extra meat and I'm putting it into an omelet for lunch. So I'm pretty much not doing his lunch suggestions. I'm doing maybe a dinner, and then I'm taking any leftovers from the night before and doing that. The thing about his plan is you're looking at basically a 1,400, 1,500 calorie day. And if I was exercising more, that would probably be good. But because right now I'm not really exercising, I think it's just way too much. I'm just too full. And then I'm doing complete skips. And then I'm getting into, oh my God, I'm really hungry. Or am I really hungry? Or am I having an anxiety moment and I want to eat my way through it? So yeah, just trying to figure. I don't know if I'm recording. I am recording. Couldn't see the number. It was blending into my shirt. So yeah, just I'm going to tweak that a little bit. I think I'm going to make the meals a little bit smaller. Maybe I'll try a cut in half situation. What I've actually been doing, because I'm cooking for the whole family, is I triple the amount that I'm cooking for 3 adults, and then the kids get what they eat. And there seems to be quite a bit left over, probably because I'm not actually measuring out 3 ounces of meat and cooking 9 ounces of meat. I'm just cooking whatever amount of meat that I have, and that's kind of what we're having a huge leftover with. So I don't know, maybe I'll just do a few leftover days and go from there or whatever, but that's kind of where I'm at with that. Another thing that I have realized about myself is I'm pretty lazy. I don't get up and get my stuff done and do the things that I want to do. I kind of get up and I have this routine of sitting on the couch and getting the babies done, and you know, their cups of juice, and changing diapers and getting them dressed and getting them settled in, and I end up sitting on the couch watching YouTube. and because they're playing and they're doing, and I gotta kind of keep an eye on them so that they're not getting into everything, because they do. And the baby is in the snatch it and grab it and run stage. So that is something really big that I'm working on for this week, for the week. This will be week 2 of keto. And I'm kind of trying to decide how I want to do this, if I want to just be about keto or if I want to be about everything that's going on in my life. Obviously, I'm going to be blogging on my trip. I'm really into what am I getting for the trip, what am I going to eat on the trip, what am I taking on the trip, all of that kind of stuff. Purchasing more stuff for vlogging on the motorcycle. I've got my GoPro 7 and I've got the microphone now for my helmet and that kind of stuff. So that's a huge interest for me. That's a big thing. I've been writing since July of 2015, so 4.5 years. And I write a lot. I started out with a 2015 Harley Street Glide, Harley Street 750. It's a little bike. And within a week, I was ready to move on to something bigger. It was a very fun bike. I put almost 10,000 miles on that in 10 months. And then I upgraded to my 2016 Street Glide. And I'm going to try to insert some pictures. That's going to be my goal for this particular video of learning this editing thing, is to add some pictures of each one of the bikes that I'm talking about. So fingers crossed I have those pictures that come in. But and then the 2016 Street Glide, got it brand new, had 4 miles on it from them pushing it around the floor there at the dealership. And I just rolled 68,000 miles on that bike. It is in Arizona. That's the bike I'll be riding for this trip. That is the main cruising bike that I have. And then I also have a 2005 Ural, which is super fun. And anytime the grandsons go with me into the garage, they point out it, they want to get on it, they want to go ride, and especially in the snow, they had a great time with that. So maybe I can get out there and do some videoing of us on the Ural, practice with my GoPro this week. All the snow's supposed to be melting. This week I don't think we're supposed to get any more snow. So maybe get out there before it melts. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, that's just kind of my thoughts on what do I actually want to do with this vlog. Obviously right now I can't do much because I'm in town. As far as on my farm, I'm in town. I'm in between properties. Again, if anybody wants a place to purchase a farm in Washington, 20 acres, brand new home on it, garage shop, it's really pretty, up in the Cascade Mountains, it's gorgeous. Comment below and I'll hook you up with a link, or maybe I'll try to add a link to this for that. Because once that property sells, then I'll be able to purchase the property here and I'll be able to get out on the land and start working. And that's mainly what I use for my exercise, is farm work. Farm work is a lot of physical work. Just the daily routine of what you're doing. You're walking all over your property and you're moving and you're doing and you're lifting and you're carrying things and you're moving stuff, and building in itself is a big exercise. It's a high level of exercise. So you're lifting weights and you're doing cardio and you're doing all that kind of stuff, just taking care of your farm. So I have a dog chewing a bone underneath my chair. At least I hope it's a bone. So yeah, that's I think I might make this not just my keto journey, which, I mean, I've kind of done. I've kind of talked about everything in all of the other videos. But I think I want to definitely change it around to where it's, it's about my keto journey. It's my motorcycle journey, and my corgis, because they're just an absolute hoot. I have 2 corgis, that one male, one female, that are very different, and I'm thinking about maybe doing some training videos, dog training videos, because that's what I've been doing since I was 10 years old, is training dogs. And since they're so opposite in the way that they learn, I could do videos on teaching how to get each type of dog, personality of dog, to work with the 2 personalities that I have. I have one that's super food motivated. I have another one that's super toy motivated, and on the food. So he's a little bit harder to train than her. I can teach her to do anything really quickly, because she's very food motivated, and I clicker her train and that kind of stuff. So anyway, comment below if you would like to see some of that. I was looking up how to hook the GoPro up on your dog, and the freaking harness that they have for that is like $90. Ridiculous. Probably will end up buying it because it's for my dogs. It's like just how I am, but I am going to hold off on that. I did purchase not another GoPro, but another action camera to put on the back of their crate or on the back of my helmet, so that we can see what they're doing while I'm riding, because I've kind of wanted to do that for a while, but I haven't done it, and I just decided to pick that up. It was, I don't know, $60. I'll show it to you whenever I get it. But I watched a bunch of videos on the comparison of this one and the GoPro 7, which is what I have. And the video looked pretty good. So, yeah, so I'm going to try to get video of them on the bike and different things that they're doing. And I wanted to be able to hook it onto one of the dogs and have their kind of perspective around, when we're out walking and we're out doing stuff. So I don't know, I'm going to work on that a little bit. If anybody has one of those harnesses that they would like to sell me or give me, I would greatly appreciate it, because I really don't want to spend $100 on it. Actually, it might have been even more than that. I remember just going, wow, click off of that. Delete, delete, delete. You can't buy that. I did purchase a microphone for my GoPro, kind of the vlogging setup that they have, all the extra stuff. So now I just need to purchase the connector that goes from the GoPro to connect the microphone on. And I did get the microphone system that goes into my helmet so that I can ride and talk. Yeah, because then I can kind of tell you what's going on while we're riding and that kind of stuff. So that's where I'm moving towards this. With it being winter and in Idaho and the snow, I'm obviously the only bike I'm going to be riding is my Ural, and which is why I bought it. That's the reason why I bought it, is so that I can ride in the wintertime. So I guess I need to get out there and do it. But I can't do it unless someone else is here at the house to, the boys can go, but I don't go out and ride with them without anybody else being here. So, you know, we really only do the little neighborhood. I don't like go to the grocery store or anything with the boys on the bike. I just do little circles and stuff around here. We did get some video of it, but the neighbor was talking to my son, and I haven't figured out how to delete the background noise yet on that video, because you guys don't need to know what their conversation was about. But the other day, whenever it was snowing really hard, we went out and did some donuts in the cul-de-sac. So that was super fun. But I'm trying to get into the routine of getting up, getting dressed, because I'll stay in my pajamas all day long because I'm sitting around the house. Who cares? So now I'm in my yoga pants at least. At least if I decide to do yoga, I'm ready. Put on my makeup. That literally only takes 2 minutes. I don't even know why I don't do it, because I definitely feel better whenever I have it on. If I actually go outside, I have that sunscreen protection. Which seems funny to me up here, but you do get a lot of glare off the snow, and you can get a snow burn, a snow sunburn. I'm I want to do I really wanted to do some snowshoeing or some cross-country skiing this year. So, but I think the snow is going to be melted by the time I get back. It better be melted by March. By the time I get back from Arizona from this trip, which I'm thinking is going to be the beginning of March. So yeah, that'll be probably 30 days on the road, playing around and vacationing and on the motorcycle and a bunch of motorcycle stuff. So if you're interested in that, like the videos, subscribe, and hit the little bell on the bottom so that you can be notified whenever I put up a new video. So, you know, those are the things that I am absolutely interested in and that I want to do, and just really trying to figure out how to do this morning coffee thing, because I really like doing this. I like sitting, drinking my coffee, but I can't with the noise of the boys. So maybe I'm going to be doing nap time chronicles where they're on nap and I get to actually sit and talk and do that. But I do try to do those things. I try to get some of my other projects done that I'm doing, which right now I'm working on the new crate for the motorcycle for the dogs. And I'm working on getting that covered, and I need to get on it because it's getting close for us to go, and I need to have that done. I also need to go get the hitch on my car for my leisure light trailer, because we're taking that down to Arizona to leave there. If I can get that hitch on the car. Normally not a car that you would tow anything with, but the leisure light is extremely light. This is what it's made for, is to be towed behind motorcycles and cars. So my car should be able to handle it. It's a little Hyundai. But yeah, I got a bunch of stuff came in the mail for the dog crate, my snaps and that kind of stuff. So hopefully today that's what I'm going to, my plan is to be working on that. Everything is harder with kids around, little kids around. Liam, he's good. He knows don't touch, and he will sit and watch and help and hand you stuff. He's a super helper. Jasper's just a baby. He's not even 2 yet. He'll be 2 beginning of February. And so he doesn't know. He's, like I said, he's in that grab it and run stage. So it may be a knife. My other video, was it a knife? Because he'll grab it. If it's laying there, he will grab it. And he can reach up onto the countertops and grab stuff. And that just makes every project harder to try to do, where you're trying to fend off the child from all of your stuff. So nap time is when I'm usually trying to get, because he'll sleep for about 3 hours. I know, I'm very lucky, 3 hours, but usually about 3 hours. And if I can take that 3 hours, work on my project during that particular time, then I can get it done. So I think I'm heading out of here February 5th to head over to Mount Vernon. And I think I'm being repetitive because I'm sure I've talked about this before, but I'm really excited about it. So I might be working on my project while I'm chatting with you. So who knows? We'll see. I've never done leather working, so this is brand new. I'm covering the crate in leather, and I'm going to try and decorate the leather. So actually stamping the leather and cutting a design into it and doing all that kind of stuff. So that's brand new. Where am I at weight-wise? So I wasn't going to weigh until tomorrow. I'm pretty much holding that 2 pounds. But like I said, I think eating the keto bars, I do have a picture of the keto bar that I was eating. I'll try to post that here. But eating the keto bars has kind of constipated me. So I'm like holding everything in, and I'm not going to the bathroom every single day like I should be, like I normally do on keto. So I think that's truly affecting the weight loss. And like I said, I'm not going to repurchase those and continue to do that. If I'm out on the road and it's something that, I'm burning calories because I'm out on the road, I'm riding, and that's the one thing that I can grab and do. But I'm finding that real food, non-processed food, is where my body is the happiest. Other people may be different, but the realer the food is, what was in nature versus being completely processed, my body works really well on. As soon as I start adding processed food, my body does not like it. I have been looking at some stuff that are different things that I can carry on the bike. I'm going to be going to the grocery store here in a little bit, and I possibly may be looking at some of that. I'm going to be purchasing everything for the dogs, my dog food that I'm going to be that I prepare for my dogs. So, not what I'm taking on the trip with them, because I do think that I'm going to get some extra chicken, maybe some chicken and maybe a roast or something, and I'm going to make some jerky for them on the trip. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I make a huge, gigantic list, and then I can't get it all done. And I actually could get it all done if I wasn't lazy, because that was the beginning of the thing. Is I definitely, I think my nature is to just be lazy. Like, I'm a sloth. I literally just like to lay around and hang around. And I know that there's people that know me. My grandmother will say, that's not true. You're always busy. But the reality of it is I have to force myself to get up and do things. And I have to remember to go ahead and force myself to get up and do things. Something that I really want to talk about is the keto diet helpful to my PTSD and my anxiety? Yes, that's in short the answer to that. I don't do a lot of caffeine. I do the one coffee in the morning, and anything else that I drink for the day, tea, a soda, a diet soda, whatever, which I really try to not do a lot of soda, is caffeine free. I keep it all caffeine free. And if I don't, I literally, it won't make me jittery. It won't make me, that, but it will keep me awake all night long. So, everything has to be caffeine free for me. But cutting out the sugar, getting the sugar out of your diet. I was reading this, sorry, I'm all shifty, trying to figure out how to get comfortable. I was reading this thing on what sugar actually does to your brain, and it is equal to what cocaine does to your brain. So getting rid of the sugar in my diet has definitely helped my anxiety. And in turn, my PTSD, I believe. The way that this diet affects your brain, I think this diet, and I will double check into this, or you guys will, and you'll tell me, was developed for children with autism. And it really does, the things that we put in our mouth and that we put in our body affects our outer everything. I mean, everything that we do. So being able to eat correctly to help with my PTSD, to help with those things, I don't see that roller coaster of emotions as much. Do I still have PTSD? Yes, I do. But it is not as bad as it used to be. I literally used to be just about a shut-in. I only left my house if I absolutely have to. And I fall back into that. I definitely slide back into that, and I have to actively say, oh, don't do that. Another reason why my farm is really good for me, because it forces me to get out and do. So I do believe that it helps. I feel it. I still don't sleep well. I still have bad dreams. I still wake up 3 or 4 times a night, and it takes me a while to get back to sleep. But it's better. It is definitely better. So if you're struggling with PTSD and you're thinking, or high levels of anxiety, look at your diet. Look at what you're putting into your mouth, because it does affect it. It won't go away. It won't be the magical cure to cure your anxiety or your PTSD, but it will help. It will help the calmness. I'm much calmer, not amped up all the time. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the dog's chewing on his bone. So, yeah, that's, I mean, I guess we all have to do what we think is good for us and for our bodies. And, is this the fad diet? Is this the fad diet that everybody's doing? I heard this thing on the radio yesterday when I was in the car. The average adult will do 100 different diets throughout their life. I mean, wow, 100. I kind of stick to the same ones. I guess I'm a slow learner. And the honesty of it is because I don't blame the diet, I blame myself. I know what I did and didn't do. I set some goals and I didn't follow them. I didn't do that daily thing that I need to do in order to be successful on the diet. Because I think every diet will work if you actually do what you're supposed to be doing on that diet. My body likes this way of eating. My body likes these foods. It responds well to these foods. And I mean, my whole system just starts working. It starts behaving the way that it's supposed to be behaving. I don't have to take smooth move teas. I don't have to take laxatives or anything to actually go to the bathroom. It just naturally happens. That tells me that my body really likes the way that this diet works. So anyway, I'm at about 25 minutes. If I want to add anything else to this video today, I better stop because I am trying to keep my videos at around between 30 and 40 minutes. So I think I'm going to stop here. Maybe we'll delve into that a little bit more. If you have any questions, just comment below and I will get to those. Tomorrow is weigh-in day, official weigh-in day, but right now it looks like this week I've lost 2 pounds, which isn't bad. It's good. It's forward progress. So, and that being said, I did not follow his thing perfectly. I've added cheese. You know, I'm using his, obviously, last week was a guidance. I used his meals as a guidance. So, anyway, everybody have a great day. This is today what I'm able to do with the babies. We'll get that all worked out and figured out because I do see that this is helping me and I hope that it's helping you too. All right, talk to you later. Have a great day. Oh, you have to turn off. You have to turn the remote on and off. That doesn't work, so I'm going to have to reach for it.